Weekly Dama News, 2022, April 24. What's up, everyone? Hopefully you're ready for a great round of Weekly Dama News here live on IG, KENDERTAINMENT channel account. My name's MJ. Are we just on live now? Hey, what's up, everyone? We're here to hang out, covering all of the things that happened within kendama the past week. You're going to be joining us, and we're going to fill you in on some of the information that you possibly missed, and also just expanding some ideas, having some conversations about those topics that happened. All right. Bam! Oh, 2-hour drive. Here we go. We'll be jamming usually for about an hour. But thanks for hanging out with us, everyone. We're jumping in, I was going to say, into this one. Okay, so Rylan's going to be joining us from KENDRAMA, our usual co-host in the Weekly Dama News, and we're going to be going in and talking about the things that have happened. Mostly, I think there's nothing, I wasn't on Facebook, as I usually am not, so I wasn't able to pick up anything from Facebook, as well as YouTube. I didn't really notice anything. Most of these things, everyone, are saved posts from the IG. All right, so it's going to be a pretty good one. Let me just go to my saved, for this day, from this week. Of course, we're just going to hang out a little bit, actually. Wait till Rylan gets here, my co-host, the other dude with the mustache. So we're just having a good time. Right now, everyone, what's up? Depending on how long we go, we'll always open up for questions at the very end. So if you want to hang out with us for the hour, towards the end, if we are able to blast through all of our posts, all these stories we're going to talk about, then we can go and answer some of your questions and your inquiries that you might have. Hey, pretty simple news for me on my end of KENDERTAINMENT. Nobunori, Kendama USA Pro, his shotgun interview just went up. I just posted it. That's why I'm late, actually, because I just had to post that one out there. And I will be posting it up on YouTube later as well. So there's a little extra, not like outtakes, blooper, I guess kind of feel to it that you can watch at the very end only for the YouTube one. So that hopefully will be going out later tonight. Well, probably not tonight. It's already 11 p.m. here. Probably going to get this off, hit the sack after, and get ready for tomorrow. So it'll be probably going up for tomorrow. So everyone's, it's your Sunday morning, so Sunday evening should be ready for everyone. So, where is he? Is Rylan? Is Rylan even in here? Rylan, you here? Yo, KENDRAMA. Let me look around to see who is in here. Who can I invite? KENDRAMA. Let's see. Is he here? My cat's here. Someone was talking about last time how they were listening to the podcast version of this and in their workplace, and that whoever their coworker was were like, "Yo, that cat better shut the hell up." I was like, "Yeah, sometimes I feel the same way, but she's got a mind of her own. Sometimes she's stoked to be getting some food or stoked to have me talk. Usually that's what it is. It's me talking." Right, Jubs? She's not that mad. Okay, so I think we're just going to roll on into it and wait for Rylan as he's coming. Hopefully he'll be here. So Rylan, let's see it. Send me a request. I mean, she might be pissed. You pissed? She's pissed because she wants to hang out. Right? I thought you were going to scratch me for a second. You gave me kind of a stink eye. Right, Jubs? Yeah, well. Any case, we'll go hang out. All right, everyone. So there's a few different things. Of course, Splice. Sweet's Splice came out finally. I think it was a while until the last one came out upon the boost shape. And then, when it first started coming out from the Splice one, we saw pretty quickly, like within probably 3-4 months, they released a lot of the next series of that Splice. And then there was a lull, kind of left us all hanging. We're not sure if it was going to continue or not. And yes, it did continue. There was, if everyone who's been following for a while, you might have even remembered me talk about how I wanted that Splice 1, but I actually didn't jump on it as quickly as I should have, so I wasn't able to pick it up. But then, a buddy here in Japan who bought 2 of them hooked me up. the man Chris. Super dope. So excited for it. And I jammed that one for 28 Tricks later this past February. There he is. Kendrama's here finally. Here we are. Going to invite him in. But yeah, so the splice is out. Take a sip. I hit it, right? Yes!
Hey, what's up?
That was what up, dude? What up?
I kept clicking on your Instagram live, and my Instagram would just shut off, like close. No idea.
You updated. What's going on there. You updated. You sometimes don't update. I'm on that side of like, I don't know about we should update just yet. Let's wait like a week or maybe a month, and then all those bugs are gone. Anyone else feeling me on that? But in any case, what up, Rylan? Happy to have you here with us for this round of Weekly Dama News. And everyone who's hanging out, thanks. Already got one question in that question tool. So if we have time, everyone, we'll get to that at the very end after we cover all of our stories. So, Rylan, we were just jumping into a great brand that you often praise, and you have a lot of damas from them. Sweets Kendamas have released their latest splice in the new shape. That new, I actually blanked out on the name of the new shape. What is it called again? Amped?
The amped.
Yeah. The amped shape, the Marshall. It's the orange. It's the Mesa Boogie for all you guitar players out there. The amped shape.
I was thinking like Fender or like, I don't know. I guess I'm not like a big amp guy.
Yeah, okay. Any case, everyone's like, what the hell are you guys talking about? Yeah, so it's out. Dude, what do you think? There's new woods on there, and everyone, again, if you've been listening to a lot of us talking here and talking about the splices, it was that V1 that I really appreciated. That's the one that like just looked overall just aesthetically so pleasing. It looked like like what a kendama should look like if it was going to be a natty split up. It reminds me also of the PNWs that came out. I forgot who had that kind of style. Maybe it was Bosch. And then after that, they were good, and people were hitting me up. They're like, yo, the new splice came out, MJ. You should get it. And I was like, yeah, kind of don't like the way it looks so much. So in this one, what do you think? Latest. A lot of paddock in there, I believe, right?
I think it's cool, actually. No. So what's in there is...
oh, no. Is it rosewood? It's rosewood.
It's rosewood. So
that's what it is.
That's not a super common kendama wood, but a super common fretboard wood.
Hey. True.
No, I just thought it was cool. I don't know, so I picked it up. Like, I
on a whim. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I got like 5.
Yeah, right. I feel like I did. No, like, I don't know. I just think that the small splices, those real thin, like those 3 walnut stripes, you don't always see that in these spliced kendamas. I just thought it was a little bit more unique than some of the other spliced kendamas. Like we got Serial, who put out a bunch of spliced Kens this week. So I'm going to transition really quick.
Yeah. And they're mostly on the Sada though, right?
Yeah. So, yeah. Almost identical Ken. Almost.
Ooh, almost. Okay.
Aside from wood choices, right? And I am a huge Serial guy. But, I mean, yeah, you just don't really see those real thin stripes unless you're getting in, like, spectra ply or, like, Terra ply, or, whatever.
Any of Terra's stuff. Yeah. It definitely goes to the aesthetic of it. It's totally not necessary. And I'm sure it adds to the price if you are manufacturing it. And it's just like, why would we go to I feel like if they're making it, they're like, what do we do? What should we put in there? And it can just get too muddled up. So I believe, feels like, that's one reason why it would be more common to find bigger just slices of wood instead of having these intricate, I guess, patterns of the spliced wood.
Yeah, totally. No, I mean, yes. Sorry.
Yes.
I was like really far
Yes.
away from the camera. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I picked one up, sort of like you said, yeah, like just on a whim. I probably shouldn't have, but I did, and there we are. I don't know. I was
Excited about it.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing a review on the Kendama channel just because it's see a lot of rosewood and it's a lot of splices. So like, how is the weight varying? And then the one thing that like really kind of drives me crazy is that they added a lot of length to the Ken, right? So
Yes.
lunars are kind of weird. Lunars on the new amp shape, I could just go grab one, but they're a little weird. Got to get used to like
weird, meaning it is not honed. I feel if you were to go there, because let's be real in the news. I believe for what everyone has been used to, especially on the past boosts, with that lengthened Ken part, yes, you're going to run into that. Of course, it's like playing the Kaizens when they came out. It started with that nice long, awesome for slingers. Anyone who's wanting to improve your slinger game, you're able to do that. And of course, with the paint and everything, they have so many great paints from Sweets that you can choose from. Of course, you'll still be able to lunar with this thing, but like you're saying, you just have to get used to it. You have to get used to that. It's not at that point where you believe it should be, all Kens are different. You have to tilt it back a little more. You got to maybe watch your thumb a little more.
Yes. And they put when they did the splice in the Serato, they put the rosewood at the bottom closer to the end. So I don't know. I'm just theorizing, but I wonder if that is going to make lunars a little bit more difficult because it's going to tilt. But that's it. I don't know. Yeah, I might do a review. Look out for it. I probably won't. I always say that I'll do reviews, and I never have time for them. I just genuinely don't have time for them.
I really like the look of the Ken. The rosewood on there. I am a fan of rosewood, and at least the picture that they've chosen for it, their grain in it is pretty, beautiful. And I do have a few rosewood Kens. Sulab did a bunch of runs of rosewood Kens back in the day, and I was definitely a fan of them. Why? Because they were a lighter wood. From all the other Kens that I had, that one was the light version. So I was getting into light Kens from that, and of course with walnuts as well. But it was interesting because Sweets, when he was doing a little unboxing about it, he specifically mentioned he wanted to put rosewood in that Serato to help out with the lunar balance. And I was just in my head, I was like, maybe it's just, of course, all woods are going to vary for everything. Yeah. So I feel like collectively, like we can like tone down the complaints about different, mine's lighter, mine's not so great, this not so balanced here. Like it's wood. Like that's what we're dealing with. If we want to get back onto having weight perfect everything, then I don't know, 3D print. Anybody's got a 3D printer, you can try that. Or resin. You got to get back into that plastic. The Dama that I still haven't opened up is just like hanging out, just staring at me every day. Yeah. So, but again, it's beautiful. You got to try it out pretty much. You'll see what type of wood it is. Personally, in my experience with rosewood, it tends to break a little bit easier, fall apart a little bit. Okay. So I mean, for birds, especially when I was playing the old Sulab ones, like the top word perch, they would be, a little, after a while it would get pretty gnarly. But here it's on the bottom side of it. So if you're just doing a lot of bats and axes, then that might happen. But in any case, and for you one. Amped. Did you buy one? Let us know in the comments right now. Did you get one? Yes? No? Rylan got 14. All right, next we are moving on to, let's see, should we go more Damas? Yeah, let's go more Damas. Let's go over to, we'll stick in the US for now, and then we'll fly over because there's actually a lot over in Europe. There's a lot of stuff happening in Europe right now, but there we go. Yep. Jin picked one up. Okay, so Kendama USA just released when was this? Just 18 hours ago. The Sonoran craft spec out there, everyone. Not sure exactly what the hell that means, but it comes with it's just a craft Ken, no Tamas, Nova shape. You get a bag, red string, KUSA bearing. Interesting that they specify type of bearing, because do we have now out there, anybody knows if there's different types of bearings? Pretty much they're all the same, you know?
I wonder if they're clarifying
Oh,
that
it's
it's a
gold?
KUSA bearing, because maybe it's bigger, or
Are they bigger?
something.
Who has done a side-by-side, not, what am I thinking of? Comparison of bearings. Who has the longest spin? Which one's the biggest? Of course, I would assume that Adrian, because he put so much time and work, and he specifies that, hey, I got bigger bearings actually from his first batch that he did a year ago or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, bearings, just bearings. I mean, sometimes they don't even work for me. Sometimes I get shit bearings.
That's true. I was trying to get Will to do Will to do a comparison of some bearings, just because I'm genuinely curious. And yeah, but it's because he has to, right? Because the are bigger. And then you have some companies. I got a kendama from somewhere, and the bearing was really small, like really small. I don't remember now, but yeah, I mean they're all the same generally, but like.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I think. Maybe they're like they have a new bigger bearing, so they're like, yeah, it's the KUSA bearing.
The KUSA bearing. In any case, everyone. So it's out. It's pretty cool. Let us know what you know about. What do you do, Rylan? What do you think about spectra pies? Do you have any?
I don't. I don't think I have any.
Okay.
I was gonna pick up this one like a year ago. This is a re-release.
Ooh.
And they had that green one, the Zest. And I wanted to pick up the Zest too. No, I actually enjoy the cat. I think it's fun.
Third party. Come here.
No, I don't have any, but they just add so much to the price. Like, that they're like elusive and like.
It adds more to the price, and it adds more tears to your face when you drop it and it splits, because that's what happened to me with the first batch GT1 espresso I got back in the day. It was so difficult to get them because they would sell out in like minutes. Sometimes it still happens, but it was like I remember I dropped it, like just slipped out of my hand. I'm just talking to somebody, holding it, just drops it like from my waist height onto the concrete, and just from the big cup, just big pow chuck, and just comes right off. And
no way.
Like, my soul left my body for a second. Then it came back, and I picked the two pieces up, and then I bring it over. It was at like Sue's jam, and I was like, Sue, help me! Like, you taking it to the ER or some shit. And he's like laughing. He's like, oh, just super glue. And luckily, he was able to fix it pretty well. And I think with anyone where it does happen, if it does happen, it does split kind of nicely, because it's already cut and it's glued together. You just hit some air pocket or something where it was weak in that one spot, so it's going to snap. And it does happen. So it does kind of suck. And it did push me to be like, as cool as Spectra Pies look, I'm not going to buy anymore, because they are pricey, and I'm probably not going to want to play it so roughly. I usually don't play rough.
That's why I don't have any. I think like if somebody was like, Rylan, you're such a good friend, I want you to have the Spectra Ply kendama, I would take it. I think they're very pretty. But yeah, for what you're getting, which is no rigidity, they are very fragile. And that's just because of the way the kendamas are shaped, like that. That rigidity works in a skateboard to some degree, but like it just doesn't work here, right?
But I mean, it's where it's and it's also like the way that the planks are laid out for a skateboard. It's meant to like if they were vertical, then of course it would break like right away once you step on it. So here, it is not meant for that. It doesn't add anything except aesthetic. It just looks better and it looks cool. Definitely, they all look so dope. At least some of them kind of like give me like mini seizures if I'm like doing like multiple like airplane like jade sticks with them. Some of them are a little weird. If there's like a hard contrast from light to brown, like I remember like maybe the American from GT did that.
Yeah,
it was like a black and white, and I was just like, whoa, like I cannot. I feel like I'm at like in a playhouse right now. This is weird. This hurts.
Yeah,
but in any case, everyone,
I totally get that. Yeah,
new specs are out. Be cautious out there, buyers, because this is real life. This is what happens. They do look dope. Would be cool to have one in your collection if you haven't thought of picking one up, or you had thought about picking one up. You were sure about it. Buy cautiously, but they are pretty dope. All right. I think what else? Let's stay Kendama USA. And again, just another 22 hours ago, they're having a meme contest, a meme contest, what? Meme. Is that how you're supposed to say it? Why is there a long vowel sound and then a short one after it? Who the hell made this? I'm going on a rant of something completely different, everyone. Any case, it's a contest. Rules to enter: comment your best meme, unlimited. I'm just being an asshole. Meme, unlimited entries. Repost on story. Must follow Kendama USA. You know why I love this contest? I love it because they're not telling you to tag any of your friends.
Oh,
good work, Kendama USA. The winner gets to pick a Kaizen Dash. And why not? Judges are Bish and the Twisted Cat, Kenyatta. Contest ends the 28th. So go on it, check on it. It's the one where Bish is looking really cold, but still giving the peace sign.
All right. So before we move off of this, have you commented on this yet? Or if you were going to, what would you comment on this?
I'd probably like, damn, I just dropped my cigarette. I don't know.
Like a draw a falling cigarette from her little peace sign. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Because I saw this and I thought it was difficult. Like nothing immediately came to mind, Like when you just drop your brand new Sonoran spliced or what is it? Spectra kendama, it splits in half. I guess that's like the face I would make, but
see, I'm just not. Yeah. Or it's just like getting ready for the Soul Collab Rex event, but that's not a meme because that's. I'm just looking at it and describing what the picture is.
Yeah, facts.
So
she does look just very uncomfortable though.
Very cold. Oh, sorry about that. Very cold. So go. Yeah, you might have a chance to win something. And then, so let's transition into that little video where Haley is explaining what the whole event is about. So there are two different types of days. There's the park days and then the recreation jam days. Okay. So the recreation jams, just like as she's mentioning, if you guys didn't watch it already yet, it is just a kendama jam. Go hang out. What's up? Play some Dama, bring Damas. But then if you're attending a park jam, you need a car. You're going on hikes. You're going to be going into the wilderness, maybe like planting trees and like eating berries and shit. So you got to have the proper attire. Of course, bring Damas.
You can't do those in national parks.
Well, if you could clarify. I would be kicked out because I'd be like putting kendamas back into the ground, putting them back with their families, Happy Gilmore, everyone. So as well as you need park, what is it, like a registration card or some shit? I've never been to a national park, if you can tell. And some car
go through a
permit.
Gate. You gotta pay. Yeah.
It's like you're going to another country.
It is. Yeah. You gotta go through the gate and buy like your day pass. It's like going to the zoo. You gotta go through the gate and pay your like day pass or whatever, right?
Yeah.
If you have like a season pass or a year pass or a life pass, then you're good. Yeah, it pays for your car. So if you can get 115 people in your car, you're good. But if you are driving a motorcycle and you and your homie are trying to squeeze in, bring a car. Like, it's going to be easier that way. So that's why she clarified, like, it is per car. I don't think you can just walk in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you couldn't, but
interesting.
That's how it goes.
Probably because it's like deep to get there. But yeah, so come prepared to fight, to hike, film, and be outside all day for the recreation days. Yeah, bring your own food and water. So be careful out there, everyone. If you're planning to go on one of these things, you know, I'm from the Northeast coast. There's no like national parks. That's why I don't know any of this shit. So be on the lookout. But yeah, we're still waiting on the announcement of who that special guest is, if that special guest will even arrive. Because if it is Colin Sander, which we all think it is, he's like, you know, a unicorn, you know, often talked about, rarely seen. You know, it's going to be a tough juggle to kind of get him in there if he is the chosen one to be that special guest. We don't know if we'll know before the events or once it's just going to be like, hey, and behind curtain number one is fucking Colin Sander. You know, you just have to go and see.
Oh man, that's going to be wild. It
would be wild. It would be wild because you know that he'd be bringing a camera, and you know that they are going to film at least some mini Instagram edit that they'll be putting up. You know, totally. So be on the lookout, everyone, for that. It's coming up. It's coming up. Park and Rec Days jams from Seoul and Kendama, USA.
Speaking, there's more kendamas that we need to talk about. But speaking of Seoul is bringing back the TKO.
Yes. Oh, did I miss that one? Yeah. I did see that. I missed it.
It's coming back for it's Chad's birthday, and there's also a new mod.
Ooh, new mod coming out.
Yeah, and okay, so it's Chad's birthday.
The Soul second up.
Soul turned. That'd be sick. Soul turned 8, and it's also a disc tournament. So this TKO is going to be like a really cool one. It's like jam-packed with things. So if you want to go play disc golf, compete in a kendama comp, and eat cake with Chad Covington and like Alex Mitchell, this is the place that you got to go. Like if that's your dream, this is your chance.
If that's your dream, hopefully your dreams aspire to be something more, a little greater. But hey, this is a cool, you know, outing that you can be a part of. No, definitely really cool. Hopefully they'll to see that also come back. TKO is coming out. And I forgot, when did it say when the dates on those?
It's in June. June 11th and 12th. I think the 11th.
So you got time to get ready.
The 11th is the comp, and then the 12th is like the disc golf and stuff.
All right. So get ready for that, everyone. All right. There is a bunch of Damas that we had. So I forgot about that one. Let me just see what else is there. Non-Dama. Okay, let's just go back into the Damas actually and talk about what else we had. So let's head over to sticking in North America. Let's jump up to our beaver loving, maple syrup loving friends, the Canucks up there, and Citadel Kendama from Nova Scotia. They're having a spring cleaning sale. Did you know? There's some parts of the world right now, or Canada specifically, that's snowing. Maybe in the US too. There's some snow coming back in resurgence. But spring cleaning sale, 50% off. If you were interested in picking up a Citadel Kendama, seeing what it's all about, I like how simple the design is as well. That little like splashy yellow in there is pretty sweet. They also have some pretty dope attire that you can pick up: hats, sweaters, shirts. Go check it out. Citadel, support our Canadian brethren.
So, question about Citadel. Is Citadel clearing stock? Are they not a company anymore?
Ooh.
Or is this genuinely... I've never played the Citadel Kendama, but I liked what Citadel had going on in terms of like this, like Nova Scotia, sort of like ocean theme kind of thing. But they haven't released a kendama in a long time.
Right, right. Who knows what the inner workings are? Everyone who has probably maybe tried to start up a kendama or seen smaller kendama brands kind of come and go, you will understand that some are pretty good at being active and some are like doing it on the side as they're working a 9 to 5, and the time that they could put into it maybe just isn't enough to make it feel like it is still active. It is just 50% off. So I feel like if it was like liquidation kind of style, it'd be a lot cheaper. So hopefully
Okay.
it's just like to clear out, move some old product so they can bring more new stuff in there.
For sure. No, that totally makes sense. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I don't want them to go. I should clarify. I do really like what they're doing, and I would pick up a Citadel kendama before anything else right now. I just hate that they live in Canada and how expensive that is for me.
Well, come on, dude! I got to pay $40 if I want a sweets kendama. I mean, directly
you know what?
from them.
You are right. You are correct. But also, yeah, doesn't Sue sell the
Exactly,
different...
he does, but you know, it's in there. So like buying like like a $40 kendama over there is probably like 60 something bucks for me here.
So it does make a good point. Maybe my next pickup will be one of these Citadel kendamas because I like the little paper boat logo that they got going on.
And it's at 50% off, so you're still saving.
I was gonna say that is over the edge a little bit. Like it is
Exactly
putting me, you know, it very much makes it possible in this shipping thought process that I'm on right now. Like
very conscious about the shipping.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because one time, I don't know why. I don't know if it was like near a holiday or what, but I remember I was gonna buy one of their kendamas and shipping was like $45.
So question, because I think a lot of people have been just conditioned to free shipping, right? And as well as like Amazon Prime, all that shit, like they're pushing like where everyone's like, you are thinking that everything should be cheap, this kind of like level, like low level price, or that it should be like for free. Like if you just spend however much money, like, oh yeah, it should be free. Right, Thibaut was mentioning get some friends to buy something so you can get it together. But still, you know, with the weight of the package, it's still going to go up a little bit. And depending on the company, sometimes they will kind of kick it up a lot, or they might keep it kind of same or less when you add more inventory, more product to the shipping, to the package. Where was I going with this? Fuck. Oh yeah. Okay. So the question. Yes. So the question is, everyone also who's listening, watching right now, would you prefer that the companies put the shipping costs? I mean, like marketing wise, you could just put the shipping cost into the product itself and just say, hey, free shipping on everything. But the kendama is like $60 instead of 40.
No. And anybody who says yes is wrong, and I'll tell you why right now. Listen, because I sell kendamas, so I know how much it costs to ship a kendama.
All right.
So I'm located in a shipping hub. I'm located in a really good spot for shipping kendamas, which is why Serial originally reached out to me, and they were like, "You should sell the kendamas that we're making because I'm in a good spot. I'm sort of in the middle, but I'm also not like too far north." Or like in North Dakota where there's just nobody.
Okay.
So like where I'm at is a good spot. So when I'm shipping to Oklahoma or Colorado or Utah or Texas, these states that are right next to me, it's $8 to ship. And if you buy a kendama from Kendrama, you get like $6 for shipping or something. It's reasonable, right? Same as like sweets. Okay. But it costs me $8 and I take the cost. It's whatever, it's $2. And then also I'm selling these for 40, but I'm not paying 40 for them. Again, it's besides the point. So you have that going on, right?
Yeah.
But anywhere farther than that, like if I'm shipping to New York, it gets into like the $11 or $15 range. Yeah. But for me to accurately add in the shipping to the cost of the item, I'd have to be like
Okay.
What do you call
You'd have to make it
them?
one flat rate kind of.
One flat
It would
rate.
be for everyone. So if you were closer, it still doesn't matter. You're
Adding-
paying for the furthest price.
Exactly. So I'd be adding like $15 to the price of kendamas for everybody, as opposed to, yeah, in New York, I'd pay a little bit more for shipping, and if you live in Denver, I'd pay a lot less. But the reason that it is that way is because no matter what, I know that I'm getting $6 towards shipping, and then a little bit of it comes from the price of me selling the kendama, so it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, do it, you'd have to add on $15 or $20 to the price of every kendama, and yeah, shipping would be free. But if you live in Minnesota and Sweets is sending you a kendama from Minnesota, you're just getting like super big scam, dude. Like that'd be a bummer. That would be rough.
All right, everyone. So there you go.
There's my spiel for the day, my early morning spiel.
But you know what? It's a spiel that I think everyone has in their heads. I think for the most part, many people do think about like shipping, like, oh, or if there's like, you got to spend this much to get free shipping. So the mind is like, free something? Yeah, okay, I'll drop an extra $15, $20 so I get free shipping. But actually, shipping's only like $7.
Yeah, that one wrecks me. The like, all you got to do is add 75 more cents to your cart, and I'm like, I can't. Yeah. I guess I'll just get another kendama.
Yeah, no. I mean, for you, yes. Me, no.
I'm swimming in them, dude. It's too much. And then like Tio's sending me one of those rage quit kendamas. I don't know why I keep buying stuff, dude. I don't know. You
do. It's a drug. It's an addiction. Kendama. That's why everyone loves kendama. It's an addiction. Okay.
Dude, I gotta go to rehab.
Possibly, maybe in the future, once we figure out. Yes, moving on. Let's go to another one. So yeah, there's Citadel. If you're into it, 50% off. What else do we have? Oh, sticking USA. Actually, before we go over bringing your passports to Europe, hey, you're wearing their hat. Deal with it. Did a collaboration with a brand that is definitely outside of the realm of kendama, but deeply connected with the man behind, intertwined, if you will, tied up with Matt Rice, who is Terra Pro, possibly, I think so, and as well as in charge of Deal With It, connecting with Grain Theory, as everyone possibly knows. He loves blading. He loves aggressive inline skating. Fruit booting. However, what kind of terms you want to use. And it is really awesome that he went out and collabed with them, because I hear a lot of people who like got into kendama, they have connections with rollerblading, with blading. And it was like, maybe it was just like kind of more of a West Coast thing, but me on the East Coast, that was really, maybe it was like also the times when I was in, but I don't think so. But, it wasn't a super popular one. I think for the most part, a lot of people have that image of like skateboarders, rollerblading not being so popular compared to skateboarders, especially nowadays. But yes, there you go. Thibaut also mentioned it exactly.
Yeah.
Kendama KUSA was created by a rollerblading pro. Was he pro? I think he was just a pro photographer for rollerblading. Could be wrong. But in any case, hard ties with the rollerblading community. And interesting to think about that it's taken this long for something like this to happen.
Yeah, the overlap seems big in the community, big enough that I'm surprised that nothing has happened yet. But yeah, no, and
I mean, Sweets, got their another mob member, Frankie, right. What was it, Morales, I think, rollerblading pro legend, I hear, within the blading game. So it's cool to see that happen, and then just do more and more connecting with it, because again, I feel like it goes to the roots of kendama being connected with, again, rollerblading, inline, aggressive, booting. Yeah.
What is the connection to straight razors, though? Like shaving razors? Are they just cool? Is that just what it is?
Razors? Dude, I mean, yeah, dude, come on. You if you're thinking about what's hardcore,
No,
a flip
okay,
out
for
blade
sure.
is, so much more badass
100%.
than like a normal whatever kind of like mock whatever Gillette.
Visible Bic.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I have one. Like, it's not that I don't think they're cool. I was just
Okay,
curious
okay.
if that is like, is that a blading thing? Do rollerbladers exclusively use these, or is it just
Probably,
cool?
probably because dude, blades, right? It's the play
That's what
on
I was
words, right?
thinking. Yeah.
Of course,
Okay.
of course.
I
So
am
in any
looking
case,
at
it's
it
cool
now.
because yeah, there's a T. You can get the T package they created with it, and that it is for all the old heads. Seems like of rollerblading. It's connected. It's designed after an old rollerblading design. Cat. Yep.
Moving
So go
on.
pick one up. Support. Yes.
I don't ever remember where Active is based, but there's a new Steven Bach Pro model, and I was going to talk about it earlier because yeah, it's another spliced Ken that is really why whose cat is so mad. It's MJ.
Always mine.
It's very similar spliced Ken to the Kens we were talking about earlier. I just forgot to throw it in, except it's got bamboo in the middle. So it's got purple heart, bamboo, purple heart. Say that 3 times fast. But it's cool looking, and I like that you can sort of see that there's a big bamboo splice in the Dama under the paint, like it's in there,
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, you just got a
Getting in that.
variety of woods.
Yeah. Getting on that like transparent paint. I think more companies are doing that, trying to see the grain through there. And I think what was it? Active? You said that was? I think they're from Czech Republic. Tio, you still here? Where are they from? I believe so.
Yeah, crazy because I have gone onto their website like 100 times to try to see where they're located, and there's nothing that says anything. I have no idea. So I don't know. I
Well, there
always
you have
just
it. There you have it.
assumed like that, like sort of like Philippines, like Asian countries area, because Johnny from Serial John is like friends with them, and he
Oh,
worked out a deal with them. He like won a bet or something that he would be like pro for their team, but like it was just like a more of a joke than anything else. But
yeah.
so I always just assumed that it was like somewhere near Singapore area, but I have
Ooh.
no idea.
Hey, some news we got to look into, a story that we have to look into. Yeah, that is a very interesting. Yeah, Tebow was just mentioning. It is very those combinations of woods. You got Purple Heart, which is known for being very heavy, and then bamboo, which is pretty light. So it's like, why? It must just be for looks.
Yes.
Completely, like that's it. So I guess so. Like, who knows if they're even going to like match well together? I guess if you have the Purple Heart, that'll just overtake the negative weight of the bamboo. So I guess that's why it's a rare one. Who knows? We don't even know where Active is from. Anyways, I do. Let's talk about some companies where I do know where they're from because it's within the name, kind of. Winner Kendama, China. Now, everyone, this is one that I feel like we've talked about like a few times. And especially going to Kendama Outsider, now Ken Side of the Moon, a dude within, I believe he is in Russia, on the maybe outskirts or borders of Russia and China.
Yeah.
And dude is a madman. I remember like years ago, like finding him and being like, oh my gosh, like he is like his tricks. When I see, okay, this is when you know a kendama player has style. When you can see a clip and you can know who it is from their play. Yes, that is another thing. I remember, New Lace, you were the one that told me about that. And I was like, oh yeah, whatever happened to him? he lost his account, got hacked or something, and now he had to start another one. And he had like thousands of followers in his older account. And now his new one, Ken Side of the Moon, I think you can still find him under he still has Kendama Outsider as his name within that outside of the handle. Mm-hmm. And he's only got like a few hundred. He's not posting as much, it seems like. I don't know if he erased a lot of them. But dude was so awesome. He's one of my like players that I'm like, dude, like, who? Wow. I like it. I like it a lot. In any case, so he's sponsored by Winner, Kendama or Kendama China. I'm still not sure. I'm like, which one do they prefer? And then like their logo is like an S and a W. And I'm like,
I think it's like
kind of lost with the branding.
Nativ and Kendama France.
Okay.
France is like the overarching community, and Nativ is the brand.
Yeah.
And New Laced in there saying that Winner is super slept on. If you've never played a Winner shape, you got to get one because they're really honed.
Winners?
They're weird, like
they're winners. Come on, dude. Yeah. That was a perfect opportunity for you. This is one reason why I wanted to bring this up too, because this recent one, the Morrison, looks dope. I'm kind of thinking about picking one up.
Yeah, so I think I've told this story before. Maybe I haven't, and maybe it's probably because I ramble too much. But
story time. Let's go.
I was driving to Target one time, and I saw a guy standing like on the sidewalk outside like the strip mall area with like a booth, and he was like doing fundraising, right? The homie was like jamming kendama, and I was like, we gotta stop. I gotta go tell that guy that I play kendama because we're rare in the wild. So I run out of my car and I'm like, yo, I play kendama. And I kind of just expected him to be playing like a TK16 or something, right? Just something like super cheap, thrift type
general.
Thing. And he was playing a Winner kendama. And at first I thought it was a GT because I think they do the swoop sometimes too.
It looks swoop-ish.
They had another one that was like big swoop.
Okay, maybe in their past shape as well, because this is, at least it seems like they have moved on to this like Ghost 2.0 shape. And it definitely has a very interesting, almost reminds me of the Jake Weens mods from GT, where the base, the base cup, what is that called? The edge, the ring? Why'd I grab the tiny one? This guy right here is like almost not even there. There's not much of a cut into the wood. Yes.
Yeah.
New lace.
So anyway.
Okay, go. Continue with the story.
That's pretty much it. But yeah, I hit this guy up and I'm like, what are you playing? Is that a GT? And he's like, it's a Winner. They're from China. And I was like, that sounds trash. He was like, do you want, well, I didn't really say that. But like I had never
fucking shat on.
Yeah, I had never heard of it. I've been playing kendama for like 2 or 3 years at this point. And I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, I can whirlwind. Can you whirlwind? And he was like, sorta. And so I whirlwind it and it was great. And then I found out that they're kendama China. They're just kind of slept on. Nobody really talks about them. But
and
they're
they
great.
Have so much. They have so many different styles of paints. New Lace just mentioned like really great art, and I definitely see how like New Lace, the aesthetic that you have as well is definitely like a street art, a lot of tagging kind of aesthetic to it, styling. Some of them maybe, hit or miss depending on your style. I'm not definitely down. I'm not into that kind of, not my cup of tea, but they do have some interesting stuff. So I think, and I've been talking about it for a while and just never doing it, but it seemed interesting. It's a different shape. And I think that's the big calling. That's like, oh, maybe I should try it. It's not like, like Friday Kendama, just throwing out there. That's like, hey, there's another Kendama brand from maybe a far away country that maybe we're not so well known. You're gonna check it out. Oh, they have that like that big kendama that's like moon, and you can like change the color. It's very fucking cool, but is it a kendama? What's the shape like? Is it something that is really going to have you take out your wallet? Maybe Rylan, maybe you take out the wallet a little more than others. I'll you on that.
the thing with the difference between Friday and kendama China and winter kendama is Friday is definitely just a kendama brand. They're like the soul and KUSA of whatever China has, just very accessible, right? And what you're getting with Winner is a company that's a little bit more focused on their shape. They might not be hand turned, but you can tell that they put some effort and thought into these shapes. They're closer to the GT of Chinese kendamas, I would say, or a Chinese based brand.
Yeah. As
so, I
well
mean,
as like I just want to add to like if people are like thinking about like kendama China, like one, okay, all the kendamas pretty much are made in China already, and two, if you were a player from like back in the day, or maybe if you possibly lost money going on Alibaba to get like a fake like rip off like Make Waves model back in the day because it was the same exact colorway, just like maybe like a different style of paint or some shit, but the quality of wood will differ, and the quality of having it made me differ. Like if you, me looking at kendama China, they've been around for a while. Looks like they know what they're talking about. Looks like they probably have the craftsmanship also down. So I wouldn't be afraid to pick one up and not be scared like I'm getting it from like Amazon, like an unknown brand or some shit.
right.
As well as like you're talking about like their shape. If you go to their Big Cartel, their website, it has such a clear definition. It may maybe not the best English. I think maybe there's some weird stuff. I mean, I'm also not the best at English, but they really explain a lot. So I really like that factor of how they're explaining why they did this and what it will do to help you in your kendama play. And another, just to touch upon this Morsan, dude, like ridges. Okay, we saw that like back in the day
they have
for
the thing.
Yeah, they have really like micro grip ridges within the rim, the cup rims. So that's another reason, and of course the look of it is really simple, eye pleasing for me personally. So I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna pick one up and share it with the world. Maybe I will actually do a review about it.
You should, especially since you're very good at them. Like I really enjoy watching you review things, and when I was watching back my Mammoth review, I was like, I didn't like that.
You just do it. You figure out the points that are really going to strike a chord, that are standing out, and I believe there is a lot with the winners, kendama Chinas. So yeah, so everyone go check it out if you're interested, and definitely help out the dude, Kendama Outsider, Ken to the Moon. I forgot what it was. Type in Kendama Outsider. You'll probably find him.
Yes.
Show him love.
And if you are considering buying a brand new Morsan, keep your flow shape, $18 shipping to America, which isn't terrible. Like,
hey, so it's probably like 7 for me. Score.
So what you're getting out of these are really nice kendamas. They're not, and like the fact that shipping is $18 just further goes to show that they're kind of doing this for fun. When you get, your eBay packages from China and shipping is like 25 cents and it comes like all super wrapped in that yellow tape, and you just know that like there's like you don't
the cardboard. Even the quality of the cardboard sucks. Like I've gotten some stuff and it's like how like there's like double corrugated, cardboard for those who have been in the shipping departments in their lives. Like, and this is like, it's like there's 3, but it's like, it doesn't feel like 3. It's just like, it's like falling apart as if it was like matzah bread or something.
Yeah, but I mean, they're cool kendamas. If you don't have one, you should pick one up.
Winner.
With that. Yeah, they're winners. That we haven't talked about yet, unless we have. Stop me if I'm wrong. The new shape, or
the bro shape. It's forever the bro shape on this show.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. The
Nativ.
Mod.
Yes.
Thing is really
as well as Tim's mod.
Sick, dude.
They're both out. Yes. They're out right now, I believe. You can probably go and pick them up. Yeah. Pro Mod's out now, 2 days ago. Check it out. I really love their explanation again behind why they did the look, the design of their Damas, their separate Damas. Really, really awesome. Yeah, I really like the that green leaf throwback.
And then the TB mod also sick. I just happened to save the Scaro mod first, but yeah, they look really cool, and the shape of that Ken I think is
Another unique one, dude.
How really chunky that thing is. So I can already tell you it's not one that I think that I would enjoy to play, but I would consider picking it up. It is different, and
I really like also that it's one of them. I forgot whose Scaro is Hornbeam. Now that's one that I've seen from Dow.
Yes.
The Origins throw around like Hornbeam wood. I'm like, what is that? You know, never heard it, never seen it, never touched it. So I'm interested. And again, yeah, the throwback to the leaf green Ozora is so awesome. Out now.
Speaking of Dao, as they say, we got this really weird. Hang on.
The Hercules?
The Hercules. Yeah, but I was trying to. He says somewhere in here. Oh, full oak. There we go.
Yes.
Look at all that grain. Grain insane.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of oak. Yeah. And you don't see so much oak. They do, you know, oak spikes do tend to get flat pretty quickly. So just you definitely want to throw super glue on that one. But to have, it's very interesting to see oak nowadays. And I believe they also have a different styling of this same Hercules. They have this full oak with the Greek key in white pattern, and they have a Greek key in black. What was it? With an ash, Dama, and maple, Ken?
Yes, that was going to be my next one. I was just looking for it.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's far away, but you can see it in there. No word on when these drop yet. I don't think. I guess I could check his story right now. But they weigh
Be on the
up to
lookout.
85 grams.
Up to. Yep. That's a hefty Dama right there.
I like heavy kendama, so that's a pretty cool one. Yeah, I would just, if this looks like something you might like, I would keep checking the Origins website for a while. Because I don't see anything that says when they're going to be posted. And also, just from like a marketing and design standpoint, if you've never been on the DAO website, it's just so pretty. It's like a really nice looking website. That's all. I just really like it. I think it's really cool.
Clean, good stuff from Irk. Yeah. And just also just to let everyone know, if you do not know so much about DAO, the Origins, their Kens are the smaller size. They're on the smaller side. They're on the old school, almost 2014 kind of idea of height. But I believe I haven't played one. I should get one because that's most of my collection is older kendamas. So I'm used to that. But they are beefed up. They are more pronounced or boosted, if you will, the size of the cups. Yes, but I think the Dama is the same as well. Yeah, I think the Dama might even be. I'm actually not so sure. These are things that Dama Dex needs to get. This is why Dama Dex could be such an awesome thing. He just gets more information. Everyone, if you have an old, crappy version that's all smashed and you're like, what do I do with this? I don't play with it anymore. He should set up like a donation box.
So when he first started, he reached out to a bunch of companies that he was like, this is like my plan. This is my mission. But like, just generally speaking, it would take a lot of time because he's doing this pretty much out of the kindness of his heart. And he was like, a kendama is like $40-$50. And I just don't have money all the time to buy a new kendama every week to measure. Along with the tools that he bought just to measure kendamas, like these really precise calipers and shit.
Yep.
And he reached out to a bunch of companies, and a bunch of companies were like, yes, we would love to send you our shape so that people can see our shape compared to all these other shapes. and
Nice.
like a bunch of them ghosted him, just never replied ever again. They're like,
Oh,
give us
you
your
just got to
address.
continue.
Yeah, I know.
Just
And I
follow
told
up.
him that. I was like,
Shit gets
I was like,
lost.
bug him.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
what he's doing is so like needs to be done in our community that it's yeah.
If everyone doesn't know, Dama Dex is an account. It's a website as well. Just getting all the different kendamas that from different companies, probably different shapes, different sizes, and measuring them up, and then puts them on this chart where you can see exactly where they fall on the size. So hey, if you have a preferred size from going jams and like trying out other people's damas, you feel like, okay, I like this one, I don't like that one. This could help you guide you into a direction of a new brand that was in the preference that you have. So it's pretty cool stuff.
And then before we move on to like the big one, I guess, that I like, really want to talk about,
There's a few big ones.
Analog released these hot boxes.
Oh man,
I love that. They're just mystery boxes, but they said specifically like, tell us what you want. Tell it like, do you want prototypes? Do you want all the same shape? All different shapes, like a couple of these shapes, a couple of those shapes, which you just don't get in mystery boxes. Actually, I would say most companies are like, they're mystery boxes. You get what you get.
That's the point.
Yeah.
All sales finals.
Yeah. Analog hasn't done mystery boxes as far as I'm aware. And if they have, they were something really small like this where it was like 42 hours. So I just thought that was interesting. Should be talked about. Because, yeah, most companies are like, don't ask me for stuff. It's a mystery box.
Right.
Which is why I don't buy mystery boxes. I didn't get one of these.
Okay. All right. There you go. But it's a different take. Okay. Cool.
What are your big ones, MJ?
Dude, I mean, there's a few other ones that I have quickly. Hey, if anyone was looking to get a TO to support the TO,
today,
biggest homie, yeah, you can support him in many ways. One way is by picking up this, what was it, full maple can? Oh, maple and ash, yeah. Maple can, maple and ash Tama, TO mods coming back. It's been a while. And then the other way you can help support him is because he is throwing the European Kendama Championship. It's his, I don't know, turn, or if he took it upon himself to organize it, put it all together. It's happening later this year. And in lieu of that, he has put together and created a GT EU movie. It is over 25 minutes. I was happily messaged by Tio, and he's like, yo, I want you to watch it, and I need a quote from you to put out there. And he hit me up. He gave me the video, and I was just so honored, grateful to have this opportunity to check it out, because it is a great thing. And as you see, you can go to the GT website. You can read it, please.
Okay. Finish what you're saying. You can go to the GT website. What? Go ahead.
And see other people post other players and hear their words on their take of it, because if you didn't know yet, it is a video that you have to purchase, you have to buy, and you pretty much don't know what it's about. All right, there's not many trailers that are out there, so here this information is really important if you're thinking about not only getting the video to watch, but to support. This is the biggest reason, everyone, to support Tio in his endeavors with this competition.
Yeah.
Read away.
So what MJ said was, Kendama has been waiting for an edit of this length and with this caliber of tricks, for some time now. Which is what, when I read that at first, I was like, damn, MJ, look at you go. But also, that's what you and I have been saying in Dama News for like a year now. I don't know how long I've been doing this for. Is that like what we really want to see are like heavy, big edits that you're putting real time into. And like Instagram kind of ruined us all a little bit, I think, because we are so conditioned to put out a 3-trick fix or just like a 1-minute edit.
We're trying to get that fix, that dopamine fix,
right,
to stay on the app.
And what you do is to make up for this lost time on YouTube is you post short edits on YouTube and you're like, look, I post YouTube edits too. But what we really want to see are these like heavy, thick, just like dark,
grab
heavy
your snacks.
Yeah.
Grab your dark beers, your heavy beers.
Yeah.
If you're a drinker.
For instance, I rewatch Fringe Case like weekly.
Whoa.
It's just like you're in it. It's like a movie. It's like a movie. There was a premiere.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Yes. As for this one too, they are doing the premiere at Sakura Classic. I believe maybe today, yesterday was it? Not sure exactly, but yeah, it happened. It's going to happen if it didn't happen already. And it's again really, really dope because if I'm just comparing like to Fringe Case, like you just mentioned it, it's great. You can watch it again. The replay value is there because the tricks are insane. Here, it I think increases because of the inclusion of the different kendama players. It is not just Ben Harold's showing what he's got, you know. It is mostly Tio and Benji. And it's great to see Benji on big screen doing these tricks because, again, he is such a creative player. His style is amazing. The tactics he uses for his tricks is so different. And I've said it many times before, the Euro homies hit different in so many different ways.
They do.
And so that's why it's so awesome to see. And like I said, this caliber of tricks, these tricks, it feels like a Fringe Case. It feels like these dudes taking these different, they're not as revolutionary, but they are very fresh, very new. And to see them perform them at the caliber, as I said, at the level that they do, because it seems like they've been grinding this shit for a long time. And I applaud them for not like whoring it out on Instagram beforehand, because I think that's another thing that makes this really awesome when you watch it for the first time. It's like, yeah, that Danish, oh my God, that flow.
So I wanted to make sure that I could find it so I could tell anybody who's watching this like right now. It's on the EU Kendama Champ Instagram website. Yeah. So if you go to eukendamachamp.bigcartel, it's pay what you want, which obviously they've got the lowest at $5, which is a steal. That is paying to the ticket to the premiere yesterday, I think, is what it was. So,
but did you see the other shits? So,
right, but then you're also getting like more stuff out of it, right?
Yes, dude, you get video chats with Tio if you pay like a higher amount.
Yeah,
video chats, people.
That is pretty cool. I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah, and just ask him about anything about the film. It's over a year that they have footage from, and he put it all together. Again, 25 plus minutes. It's awesome. Go support. Don't buy it. Support. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's dope.
Yeah, I mean, I think I guess I'm gonna spend $250 right now.
Oh no, the highest one's ridiculous.
Yeah, but you get a signed kendama. I really like Tio. I guess I could have just had him sign the Rage Quit Dama that he sent me. That's dumb of me. Anyway, I could just ask him to send me kendama too. I probably shouldn't spend $250, but no, I mean, I think that Tio deserves it.
It'd be going to a good cause.
It would be going to a good cause. Even if I don't spend $250, even if I only spend $5, you can go back. You can go back and spend more if you want. Or I'm sure if you were just like, hey, I really like that, Tio, what is your PayPal? I just want to send you $20.
Yeah. All
those are applicable. Yeah, because it looks good. And maybe you're tight on a budget and you can only spend $5. I think you should.
Check it out. In any case, go donate, support. That's what it's all about. Creating an awesome community. So when the world hopefully goes back to normal, you can travel to Europe to hang out with these people and have more and more people to hang out with or crash on couches. That's the best part. Shit. All right. So, okay, dude, I got a buttload of stuff. We've been yabbering on for a while. Let's hit up Krom Kendama really quickly. They've been on like a very interesting style of posts recently. They just explained what Dama rage, trying to explain to everyone what is Dama rage. And definition: to freak out, break something around you, everything around you, due to a kendama trick, despair, celebration, or rage. Okay, so it's just a funny take that they are taking to post, explaining this vernacular that we've created to people who maybe don't know what Dama rage is. If you don't like, if you guys haven't seen that clip of that one kid in his yard who like does like, I don't know, he tries to do like a hand roll and then the Ken just cracks him in the face and he just holds his head and he fucking whips the kendama out as hard as he can. Like,
no, I haven't seen that.
It's that. You haven't seen that? That's
no.
It's a little old. It's a little old out there. Oh my gosh. So there's that, and yes, like as the one that you just showed, why do you play kendama? Why do you play? Share a story, okay? Where's the comment section on here? I think there was like 99. What has to be what? Has to be a tad fun. Shredwin, kendama turns problems into water on a duck's back. It's therapy? Possibly, because I can't stop. Okay, that goes into the territory of what was I saying about before? Addiction? Yes.
Yeah.
Because another person says, because World of Warcraft sucks hardcore these days, and I wanted to try something more fulfilling. And more fulfilling? I don't think World of Warcraft is any fulfilling. And kendama is way more fun and addictive. There we go. That keyword again, addicted, everyone. I think me and you, Rylan, right now, we're hashing into the dark web of the dark Dama.
Yeah. I would say that some of these comments in here, like I read through it the other day, are actually really personal. I wanted to comment something funny, but then I saw some of the really personal ones. Somebody said because of Dave Mateo.
Dude,
said
when
really
I got
with my mental health.
Somebody said when I got brain surgery, I used to bring back to hand-eye coordination and exercise my legs when I couldn't lift shit. I fell in love and never stopped. Like,
I saw that one too.
What?
Yeah, from Big Daddy Dill. That's sick.
Oh my gosh.
I might just follow this guy because I like their handle. That's sick.
Yeah.
No. I guess you don't need to say it here, but this would be like, this is a cool place to share your story, especially if you want it to get lost in the comments. There's a lot. I mean,
dude, oh man, one person says, like, I found you guys when I was scrolling through Instagram, been hooked on kendama ever since. Holy shit, the algorithm picked up someone and created a kendama player. Because I love my Dama friends. That's probably the biggest one.
I saw one that says it keeps me sober. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that I saw. Yeah, I mean, there's just some like really genuinely like deep, I wouldn't say sad, but like sentimental comments in there. And I was surprised because I feel like a lot of like Krom posting like the memes and stuff, that it wouldn't be that deep.
Yes.
The memes.
The memes. Yeah. Honestly, I think it helps with my undiagnosed ADHD a lot. I mean, if it's undiagnosed, you don't know you have it. Yeah, well, having something to preoccupy my brain is, I assume, helps loads. Also, unbelievably satisfying. Like literally any trick I do feels so good. Sometimes it fills me with rage. Of course, maybe that's how the next post came about. Sometimes it fills me with rage, but at the end result's always positive, and the community is the best. I've made lifelong friendships through kendama, and I think that's, again, the biggest thing. That's what it's all about. Mickey Mayo. That's what it's all about. The community, enjoying it, having fun with it. It can go deeper on different levels for different various people in different situations, of course, and that is just goes above and beyond just this wooden cup. This toy, but awesome. Krom kendama. Fucking applaud to bring this out as even just a simple post for people to open up and share so others can see how it's not only relating to ideas that you have as a kendama player, but to see the point of view from other people who take it in a totally different manner to help you be more grateful for it.
Yeah. I think not a ton of people really talk about the mental health impact that kendama can have on you. It's positive, obviously. Like I'm not
the addictive one.
No, yeah,
not the addictive one that clears out your wallet every once in a while.
Every day. No, I mean there are a ton of benefits to kendama. So I mean I could talk about the benefits of kendama for like hours and hours and hours. So I won't. But yeah, I think it's great to always highlight that a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay,
oh next? Man, okay, yes. So Krom did that. Awesome, Krom. So I'm looking forward to new in this kind of vein, different style of posting about kendama, different point of views and shit. What was another one? So the other one is quickly, 01 heads. A group performance group of kendama players consisting of Easy from Zumadanke, as well as Yasu, another Kromi right there, as well as Yua, Kromi. But all pro player, not all pro players. But Yasu is pro, right? We're still waiting on his pro mod. Did everyone forget? Maybe you did. Yasu's pro. He should have the kendama coming out. Yeah. So they have a competition. I've talked about it before. There's a freestyle battle that happens. It just happened yesterday. I was taking care of the family, so sadly I couldn't go. I wanted to go and check it out, see what it's about. Sadly, they did not win. They won last year or 2 years ago. Last year, I think it was. Maybe it was 2019 before the shit hit the fan. But they won first place. And it was their first time being a part of this competition, this freestyle battle, where it's in this massive mall, not Mall of America size, but a big mall. And where they have events, there's a stage that many concerts happen and shit. So here they're having a freestyle battle, dancers, basketball, street basketball, aggressive basketballing. I don't know what that's called, like Harlem Globetrotters type jams, soccer, juggling. I don't know what that's called either. And them all going head to head, like catch and flow style, but they're various types of this freestyle. It is amazing to think about, to see. You can see some clips if you follow, I'm sure, Easy or this Freestyle Space account. You can see some of their clips. On YouTube, actually, they have the actual battles posted. So if you're interested to see what it's like, I mean, it's pretty much, these two totally different styles going at it. It's like watching like MMA, but there's no contact, two styles coming in. And sometimes it's like, whoa, that style is like, you totally lost to this other style, or vice versa.
Yeah,
super cool. You will not see it outside of Japan, of course. I don't think so. You should be able to, because there's the community within all of these types of freestyle or different style of like, what would that be called? Like skill
and flow.
Flow, toys, sports, if you will.
They're not all toys, right? Because a lot of these people are like dancing and stuff.
Yeah. But the nutty thing is, it was $5,000 for first place.
$5,000.
$5,000. It's not bad.
Oh man, I could use $5,000.
But yeah, so awesome. Another like just great reason to go out there to become this like performance group in Japan, to push it further. Of course, it might be different. I feel like if you're in a different country trying to be like, oh, I'm a kendama like performer group, like it has a different weight here in Japan, especially being a kind of traditional toy that people are like, how can that be like freestyle flowy? And then they get their minds blown. Hence why I believe, they won the first one that they took part in. But yeah, awesome to see. So just wanted to share that information because that's what we do here on the news. Next one, let's keep it rolling. I think this is my last one, everyone. Dama shit. I think it's Dylan Kendama Puke from Seattle. Is he a quad? He's a quad member, quad kendamas. He has just released or made a kendama clothing brand, Dama shit. There's only 3 posts, but hey, if you follow him, he has shared ridiculous clips. He is a very, very interesting player. I've heard from D that he is a kendama player that started back in the day, had a big lull of inactivity, and then came back. And I remember Dan Robinson talking about like he has returned. And I'm like, who is he? I don't know who he is. Can I puke? And yeah, so now he's got some clothing out there. So awesome to see. Look at what kind of Dama clothing that is out there. There's been a few different tastes, few different variations of types of kendama clothing. Rylan, you're in it as well. So I'm looking to dabble more into it as the months grow on, doing some work behind the scenes. So yeah. Go check it out. Support. Dumb shit.
Yeah,
that's it.
I love it. I think those are cool. That was cool shit. I might even say.
That was. All right. This is a deep one. That's all the articles that we picked up. Okay, there was one question that was put into the question mark at the very beginning, the X-Large. If you're still here, the question was, let me click that so everyone can see it. Are the Sulab Kendama USA Kendamas going to be sold only by Sulab? I think I saw it on Sue's story. Very good question, and I'm really upset because last week I was joined by Ryan Jubaka of Kendama USA. Had all this stuff. We had a good flowing conversation. It was awesome. And at the end of it, as I was putting the description in, posting it, I was like, holy shit. We did not talk about the Sulab KUSA collab. How the hell did that not hit my brain just until now? And then Ryan even sent me a message right after. He's like, thanks for having me on. Good shit. He's like, I wasn't sure if I should have brought up the collab. And I was like, fuck.
Yes, you should have.
Yes, you should have. Oh my God. Dude. So I'm not sure. To answer the question, I'm not sure. It seems like those collab Damas are only going to be sold by Sulab. It seems like, because KUSA has not posted any information about it. As well as, I think it's already sold, right? They're out. They're gone. No?
I believe that they are gone. I was under the impression that they were gone, but everybody that I know who has picked one up so far had said like, oh, thanks Sulab for releasing this, or just pick this up from Sulab, stuff like that. So it really seems like, yes, this is American made, but Sue is the only one selling them. I think. I don't know.
Okay, they're not sold out. They're both in stock,
but they are very expensive, aren't they? Aren't they like $120?
They are. No, it says 9,790 yen. Which is almost like $100.
Okay, so I guess not terrible.
But then it's like 40-ish for shipping.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That's what it brings up. I mean, the shipping that he uses is all like certified tracking. Like, if it gets lost, the shipping company will cover it because it is kind of a pricey item. So that's why it's international. As well as it's pretty speedy. I think it's within a week it gets to you. But yeah, I mean, thinking about it, I'm really surprised that Sue didn't. He loves natties, and I can understand why he decided to use the natty kendama. But his kind of key to fame is his friction clear paint.
Yeah. I feel like this would have been a good way to get more friction clear in America, like they did with the Soul collab.
Yeah, could have been.
Yeah, so I'm just a little bummed, but.
So an interesting take on the whole thing, but it kind of seems like it is a good thing, especially for him because he loves natties, and KUSA, has that nice unsanded, raw feel to it. So
Yes.
it does have a good amount of grip. So, hey, if you were interested in it, you could pick one up. I mean, it's just the same. It's a craft. It's not a craft. It was crafted in the U.S. in the craft facilities, Sulab, new absolute shape with, I guess, a KUSA raw kind of ash or maple Tama. Yeah. So that answers that question, hopefully, X-Large.
The problem, I guess, not problem. My thought process on this is that if you want burn lines, a glued spike, and the base cup hole is extra. The base cup hole is an extra 330 yen, so like $5. So yeah, I mean, it just tacks onto the price a little bit. It's not like insane.
Yeah.
But you are getting into like the $100 range, and then the shipping is like another 30,000 yen, another 3,000 yen.
Yep,
so,
$30 about. Yeah.
So you're getting up there in price.
It's a bit up there exactly for what it is. Yeah. If you're a big fan, why not?
That is true. But I mean, if you really like the Sulab shapes, and you want like a more hand turned one than your that's the only thing. Like the Sulab shapes are already pretty close to hand turned, right? Because isn't that factory really small that he gets them from?
It is. It is still CDC, but it is very meticulous in their work process. So they are, as the crafts from Kendama USA, they are like going one by one, making sure everything's like nice and the quality is high. And yeah, there you go. Yeah, right. GT's $100, so it's in the same ballpark of a premium kendama.
But I guess the only gripe that I have is that the craft Kens don't seem as premium as the GT Kens. Like, I saw that Ben Harold is in here right now. So just for instance, the BH2 Ken that I have is the most premium feeling kendama I've ever had.
Why? Describe, unfold that.
I could grab it really fast. I think it's right here. And if it's not,
is the feel?
Okay.
The density, right, the smell.
I think it all comes down to density, honestly. But like, I jam this kendama pretty often, and it's it's not like the biggest, like it doesn't have a super fancy booty hole, but I don't know. I think it's the density, and it's the fact that when you're like, that somebody picked like this piece of wood, like it literally physically went through somebody's hands. And I guess, like you could say the same thing about the craft Kens, but I've played some of the craft Kens and I just don't feel that same like
interesting
level of quality control. I'm sure it's there. I'm not saying that they're bad. And also I'm just not a big fan of KUSA, so maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe if it was like
okay.
I just don't really like the KUSA shape. I love KUSA, right? And I've talked about how much I like the Nova shape. But like maybe if I don't like the Nova shape, maybe I would feel this amount of like quality and like love from a shape that I do like, which is the Sulab shape. I really like the Sulab shapes, so maybe that's my problem. I just don't really like the KUSA shapes all that much, but I do like the BH2 shape. So I guess, it's just preference. I don't know. Buy the kendama if you want it. I'm not.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes. And that is, I definitely think that there is a lot of care that goes into it. They have a lot of stock of different types of wood that they can choose from. I definitely would say if you are looking for like the highest quality, go to Mugen Muso and buy some natty kendamas from him. Even just his normal kendamas that he makes, because he is the one that goes into it. He knows wood. Like, that's what he is there for. Not kendamas specifically at the very beginning. He was there just into wood and shit. Hardcore. I remember him talking about like the keyakis that he had, how he spent like years looking for keyaki like this. And that this was why, like when he made his keyaki Mugen Musos, He's like, I made it because I finally found the type of keyaki that I was looking for. The quality was there. That's why I made it. So that is great. That's craftsmanship at its finest.
And not to mention, Iwata is still like making vases and shit out of.
He's doing other stuff. Yep.
Like he's not, and he's still not just like a kendama guy. Like sure he does the kendamas, but like he makes art, like real fucking art. So like I mean, if you want really high quality, I'd say like Mugen is like without a doubt still the way to go for sure.
Yeah. Yep. All right, everyone. That's it for this week. This was a long one. Thought there wasn't going to be too much to talk about, but hey, we rambled on. So thanks for everyone for hanging out with us on this one. If you're just hanging out right now, joining, this is all going to be put up later within the week as a podcast that you can find, as well as up on the YouTube channel, on KENDERTAINMENT YouTube channel. I'll be posting it as well, so you can watch this whole thing there. It's going to be a good one. Yes, there you go, Shinky. That's for your answer from Supernog, the legends of legends. He knows some Japanese dude or woman, longest kendama player. Or Or unless you're talking about longest as in like the tallest, then we might have to kind of do a height test. But who knows? That's it. Thanks for hanging out, Rylan. Thanks. Good sesh. Good shit.
Thank you.
We'll be back here, everyone. You can join us if you'd like every Sunday morning. I guess U.S. time, Sunday morning. Weekly Dama news. We're out. Peace. Have a good one.
Bye, guys. Clean.